When offered a final chance to recant, Leonor instead proclaimed her Protestant faith loudly enough for the crowd of thousands to hear. On September 26, 1568, the Spanish Inquisition demonstrated that noble blood offered no protection against the flames of heresy. Born into minor nobility, Leonor de Cisneros married Antonio Herezuelo, a prominent lawyer whose connections elevated her status in Valladolid society. Their mansion contained tapestries depicting Catholic saints, but their private library held forbidden texts. By 1558, Leonor and Antonio had joined a clandestine Protestant group. They met in cellars and private homes, reading translated works of Luther and Calvin. These gatherings included academics, clergy, and aristocrats. The intellectual elite of Valladolid united in their rejection of Catholic doctrine. On May 21, 1558, inquisitors raided one of their meetings. Betrayed by a fellow member, the entire congregation was arrested. Leonor and Antonio were separated immediately. They were taken to the secret prisons of the Inquisition, where stone cells measured barely 6 feet across. During interrogation, Leonor initially recanted her Protestant beliefs. The Inquisition's methods were persuasive. Prisoners were shown instruments of torture while questioned. She was sentenced to life imprisonment, but spared execution. Her husband, however, refused to recant and was burned alive in 1559. During her imprisonment, something changed in Leonor. Guards reported her refusing Catholic sacraments and openly criticizing church practices. By 1568, she was formally charged as a relapsed heretic, one who returns to heresy after recanting. This offense carried only one sentence. On the morning of her execution, Leonor was dressed in the yellow San Benito garment marked with flames and devils. A procession led her through the streets to the Plaza Mayor, where a wooden platform had been constructed. Bundles of wood surrounded a central post. Witnesses recorded her calm demeanor as officials read the charges. When offered a final chance to recant, Leonor instead proclaimed her Protestant faith loudly enough for the crowd of thousands to hear. The inquisitors ordered her tongue clamped to prevent further blasphemy. Executioners bound her to the stake with an iron chain. Unlike some condemned heretics, Leonor was offered no mercy of strangulation before the flames. When the wood was lit, the fire spread quickly. Witnesses described her maintaining eye contact with the inquisitors as the flames reached her body. The fire consumed her clothing first, then began to blacken her skin. She remained conscious and standing for several minutes as the flames rose higher. Her hair ignited like a torch. Only when the fire reached her vital organs did Leonor finally collapse into the inferno that had been prepared for her heresy.